ever wish your day wasn't dictated by your health? Are you tired of being tired all the time, or is pain holding you back from enjoying your time with your family? Would you like to manage your symptoms holistically, but you just don't know where to begin? I am so excited that you're here. This podcast will help you understand how natural remedies work so you can relieve your symptoms and live a fuller life. My name is Penny. I'm an occupational therapist, past pharmaceutical rep, a mom, and a wife with a strong faith, and for 25 years, I battled through debilitating Crohn's disease. I took all the medicine and did all the surgeries that stole so much time with my family, but never truly healed me. I finally realized if I was going to survive this disease, I needed to open my stubborn eyes to alternative solutions. I researched how perfectly our bodies work with plants and a lifestyle that made my health less of a burden to my family and aligned so beautifully with my faith and my medical training. If you are ready to reclaim your life with holistic options that are easy to implement as a busy mom and provide relief that lasts, this is the podcast for you. Hey friends, welcome back to Becoming Natural. I am Penny, an occupational therapist, a chronic illness overcomer, and a total nerd when it comes to understanding how God built our bodies to heal. I am on a constant mission to find ways to improve my entire body. This week's episode is going to be really fun. It is episode 46, Toxic Skincare Warning, How to Ditch Lotion for Dry Skin and Glow Naturally. Today, I want to talk about something small that turned into something really, really big for me. And it's why I quit using lotions and creams entirely, even the expensive, clean ones, and what I use instead that changed my skin completely from head to toe. Guess what? It's not 12 steps. It's not a subscription box. It's not even trending like something that we should be doing online. And it's incredibly inexpensive. It's pure oils, all organic, all affordable, all created by God, and all perfect for our body. So let's talk about why these oils are a better match for your body than the bottle of lavender shimmer lotion with 57-word ingredient list that you can't even pronounce. So the lie that we've all bought, self-included, is you shower with your shampoo and conditioner, you lather up with your soap, you dry off, and then you lotion up your body with slather it up. That's just what you do because you're dry and you feel like you need it. And you get in this cycle where you have to continually put on lotion. And it feels like it's the proper self-care for your moisturizing your skin, keeping your skin healthy and hopefully young. We think that we're nourishing our skin. But what if we're really just treating the symptoms of our own routine instead that we've created in our own life? So this is what most lotions contain. First ingredient, always water. Number 2, emulsifiers. Emulsifiers are ingredients that are made to mix oil and water because we all know oil and water don't mix. So they are in there created to make the oils of our bodies accept the water-based formula that the lotion is trying to put into our body. They're full of preservatives, which are parabens and phenoxyethanols. We've talked about those before. Not only are they harmful for many reasons, but they're endocrine blockers. They also lotions contain alcohols, which are used for texture, but they ultimately dry you out. That's what alcohol does. They always have synthetic fragrances. They smell pretty, but they mess with your hormones, aka those endocrine blockers that I am on a mission myself to eliminate in order to help my thyroid work better. In a 2012 study from Contact Dermatitis, emulsifiers and lotions were shown to disrupt the skin's lipid barrier, and lipid means fat barrier. So the barrier on our skin is the very thing that keeps our skin soft, protected, and hydrated, yet we're disrupting that barrier by using lotions unaware. So what I noticed in real life is I'd apply a lotion, I'd feel great, and then I'd be back to dryness. Or I'd apply more and I'd feel sticky, still dry. And eventually my skin started to feel irritated sometimes or inflamed or itchy, only encouraging that vicious cycle of lathering up with more and more lotion. And I always go back to this thought of, what did cavemen do? Like they didn't in the store, they couldn't go buy lotion. So did they have a need for lotion? And if they did, what did they use? So this takes me to our skin is already smart, which obviously we've gone down this rabbit hole before. We know that our bodies are smart and they were created perfectly. But the part that nobody ever understands, and I didn't understand until I was very curious, is that your skin is already equipped with a built-in moisturizer. That's what we call sebum, S-E-B-U-M, which is a mix of natural oils, waxes, cholesterol, and squalene. We've talked about cholesterol when we talked about the sun. Remember how if you go back to the sun and how healing the sun can be, it's that cholesterol in our sebum that actually helps with our health as well. There's so many amazing ways that our body completely orchestrates great health and we don't even know it. But your body produces this beautiful blend of oils, waxes, cholesterol, squalene to lock in hydration, to keep harmful microbes out, to balance your skin's pH, which is that balance of your acid, to support your skin microbiome, which is an army of good bacteria on your skin. That microbiome, we're hearing it, is important in your gut health. It's important in your oral health. We talked about that when we were talking about my gums being messed up from all the antibiotics I've taken, but we also have a microbiome on our skin that protects us. So we use these harsh soaps and we follow those soaps because we're dry with these alcohol-laced lotions that dry us out. So we're stripping our body's natural oils and then we're attempting to replace them with something that our skin doesn't recognize because they're all chemicals. And it's not working. So why would we strip the goodness out of our body that God created so perfectly only to try to replace what we just stripped out? It's crazy. So my go-to verse, I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. And that includes your microbiome in your skin, as well as your gut, as well as your mouth, as well as all the beautiful things about our body. It includes the sebum, your barrier that was created for a very specific reason in our skin to not only protect us, but to keep us healthy. All perfectly designed. So why I chose oils instead, I half stumbled on this, half was on a mission, but initially I started just checking to make sure that my lotion was, quote, clean. I checked all the ingredients and I made sure that everything was okay and it wasn't disrupting my endocrine system. But I was still kind of bothered because there were still 20 plus different ingredients on the bottle of lotion, thinking, why do I need this? And lotion's not cheap. So I kind of took a pause and I just stopped buying lotion. And in this time, I didn't even finish using the products that I had. And instead, I just did a test run, choosing just oils that reflect what the skin already makes. And I started with my face because I figured if it can pass snuff on my face, it'll pass snuff on my body. But I already had several bodies in my cabinet of USDA organic oils I have for various reasons. So I just started rotating each of these oils through. I had no rhyme or reason. I just used oils and no more lotion. And the breakouts I feared that we probably all would when you're rubbing your face in oil never happened. In fact, I started getting compliments on my skin. My pores got smaller. My skin got softer. I didn't feel the need to wash my face twice a day if I hadn't worn makeup to wash that off. But my face is no longer T-zone oily or dry in patches. I have never looked back. It has been the most amazing gift to discover just using oils on my skin. And I've applied the same principle to my entire body. No more lotions, no more body lotions, no more face lotions, no lotions, just oils. Ultimately, lotions are created to do the work of the oils because the oils are what's in our body that we're stripping out. It's just a funny, vicious cycle when you actually just start thinking about the purpose and what we're doing to our bodies. So I'm going to share with you a few of the favorite oils that I use, but don't feel limited by these. I will certainly link up the ones that I use, but there could be any number of oils, just like there's many essential oils that are great for your body. These are the ones I've had and I find to be very helpful. First is rosehip oil. It's the repair queen. It's cold pressed from rose seeds. Rosehip oil is packed with vitamin A, which is retinoic acid, which boosts cellular turnover and it fades dark spots. Vitamin C helps whiten and stimulate collagen. Linoleic acid supports a strong skin barrier. Trans-retinoic acid is a natural, gentle retinol alternative. Y'all, how many of us, raise your hand, used Retin A or still do? This is Retin A in its natural form and it's so much cheaper. So I just want to emphasize that when I'm talking about these oils, make sure that they always have that USDA organic on it. You want to make sure that you're putting a quality product on your skin when you use these oils. But oils are amazing if they're good quality. A 2015 study published in eCam Journal showed that visible improvement in skin hydration, elasticity, and wrinkles using rosehip oil for 8 weeks. You can use this oil especially for hyperpigmentation if you have brown spots, acne scars, or even sun damage. It is like forgiveness in a bottle. Another oil that I use, of course, if you know me, I'm a big fan of CBD oil, but CBD oil is hugely anti-inflammatory. So I would say it's kind of the calming hero. It is not psychoactive if that's something you're concerned about when you use it topically or if you use a broad spectrum oil. It's just healing. It contains cannabidiol and it reduces the inflammation, omega-3, and omega-6 fatty acids. They're essential for restoring our skin. We all know the omegas are amazing. And another ingredient that it has is GLA. And I kind of did a little bit of a rabbit hole on GLA and what that does for our skin. GLA stands for gamma linolenic acid. GLA is a type of omega-6 fatty acid, but unlike the inflammatory kind that we usually hear about, like from vegetable oils, GLA is actually anti-inflammatory and very healing. It helps with eczema and redness. It reduces inflammation and it supports your skin barrier, that lipid matrix we talked about. It restores your skin flexibility and its ability for the skin to hold water, making it look and feel more supple, especially in dry climates or with autoimmune flares. And it is, let's see, there's a study in the Journal of Dermatological Treatment in 2014 that found that topical GLA improved skin smoothness, reduced scaling, and relieved itching patches in patients with chronic inflammatory skin conditions like eczema. CBD oil is an amazing way to get that inflammation knocked out of your skin. I will always default to CBD oil. So this is the very first oil that I used that I actually love, and it kind of surprised me a little bit, but apricot kernel oil, the soft one. And that is so true. I noticed that my skin got softer. I noticed that my skin got brighter, and people started complimenting my skin when I was just using this apricot kernel oil. It's lightweight. It's really full of good stuff. It has oleic acid, which is omega-9, which is deeply moisturizing. It has vitamin E in it, which is an antioxidant protection. And it has beta-carotene, gentle, brightening qualities. And we all know beta-carotene is, really heavy in orange fruits and vegetables. So think about that as far as when you're protecting your skin from sunburn. You want to have a lot of beta-carotene. That is a natural skin protector. So if you eat a lot of carrots or sweet potatoes, and apricots are orange, so that beta-carotene is actually going to be a natural sunscreen for you, since we also know from the sunscreen episode that the chemicals in sunscreen are completely defeating the purpose of protecting us from skin cancer. They're actually initiating skin cancer in many cases. And 2018 research in International Journal of Molecular Sciences confirmed that apricot oil protects against UV damage and supports wound healing. This is my go-to after showers. You have your damp skin. I apply it to my face, my full body, quick, soft, zero greasiness. It's really light. I love apricot kernel oil. Another amazing oil is squalane oil. And squalane, Squalane, is the stable version of squalene, which your body makes naturally. So it is lightweight. It is skin identical, meaning it's identical to the oil that our body makes naturally. And it is excellent at sealing in moisture. Molecules Journal in 2020 published a review showing squalane enhances hydration, it reduces water loss, and improves elasticity, all without clogging your pores or causing irritation. This is super funny because I have 3 boys, so they don't want to admit that they like any of my crunchy ways for the most part. But my 2 college boys both have asked for that, quote, oil that you gave me because they love it. It's not 15 steps. It's not all these major issues. And they like it because they don't get dry. They don't have to use it every day. They don't break out. And it's not greasy. It's not like this elaborate routine that they have to do. And they use it, and they've gone to college and they left it at home. And they're like, Mom, where's that oil? So it's kind of fun whenever I can feel like I've actually done something that my kids listen to. But it's one step. All of it, any of those oils, you can use them all. You can use one. You can use them any time of day, however you want to do it. In my opinion, I just use whatever I reach for. That's the one that I use. So there's no great routine or science behind it. But a lot of people are still going to get hung up on, don't I need a lotion for hydration? Let me just explain that oils don't hydrate the skin directly. They seal in the hydration by locking moisture in. So that's why you should always apply your oils to damp skin, either right after you wash your face or after a shower, or you could put a warm compress on your face and then put the oil in. That's where the magic happens. Oils nourish, water hydrates. Together, they restore. So you're giving your skin the tools to rebuild, not asking it to survive on a chemical soup. The hidden hormone issue that we have in lotions. Let's talk about something that needs to be talked about, which is a big thing for me that I've been chasing, is endocrine disruptors. That lovely clean linen lotion, that vanilla blossom shimmer cream, that fresh ocean breeze body butter, that's not just fragrance. It is a hidden cocktail of hormone interrupting chemicals. So fragrance on a label is kind of like natural flavors on a food label. It can legally include hundreds of unlisted compounds. It's a umbrella term that can cover up things like phthalates, which is an estrogen mimicker that can extend the scent, parabens, that's preservatives that mess with hormonal signaling. And it will tell you that because the world is onto phthalates and parabens, people aren't putting those on their labeling anymore. They'll hide them in this fragrance, natural fragrances. Synthetic musk, they're also hard to detox and found actually in breast milk. Environmental health perspectives in 2020 linked regular exposure to endocrine disrupting compounds with PCOS and endometriosis, with thyroid dysfunction, ding ding for me, hormone-related cancers, early puberty, and fertility issues. And here's the kicker. These products are heavily marketed to women and young girls. We're literally being sold things that harm the very balance our bodies work so hard to maintain. Your skin matters, your hormones matter, and what you put on your body matters just as much as what you put inside your body. We have to be aware of this. So I know it's easy to be overwhelmed by all the clean beauty trends, to feel like you need a mini pharmacy and to feel like your skin is failing you when really it's just trying to breathe, and we just need to allow it the chance to breathe on its own naturally. So this is your permission. This is your wake-up call, if you have never heard about this before, to completely simplify your routine. Start with one oil. Doesn't matter which one. Apply it to damp skin. Read your labels. If there's more than 10 ingredients, ask why. And if there are words you can't pronounce, run. Oils made from plants by God, who created our body, are made perfectly for us. The body and the plants work in perfect harmony in so many ways. It's truly awe-inspiring to sit back and realize that when God provided us with a garden and told us we had all that we needed, we literally have everything we need from those plants. We just have to remember how to use them. Don't get sucked into the fear marketing. We already know the chemicals in most sunscreens, as I mentioned before, actually cause the cancers we're trying to prevent. So what are all the chemicals in our lotions doing to our body or our skin? Fear is a very clever and successful marketing strategy, but think before you buy. Never buy anything with a fragrance unless it's an organic essential oil. Fragrance is an umbrella word for lots of nasty chemicals. And we're going to come on that more. We're going to address this in the next few episodes about several different things that we use in our daily routine. So listen to your body. Your body is not dramatic. Your body is wise. Psalm 23:5 says, "You anoint my head with oil and my cup overflows." May your skincare be an anointing oil, not a chore. Thank you so much for joining today on Becoming Natural. If this episode spoke to you, do me a favor, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, screenshot it, tag me, or try out one of the oils. I'll have them listed in my show notes, and let me know what you think. Healing is holy, and simple steps like this add up to a big change. You are fearfully and wonderfully and beautifully made, and that includes your skin. See you next time, my friends. Have a great one. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed today's episode, hit that follow button, leave a 5-star review if you're so willing, and help spread the message of Becoming Natural by sharing it with a friend. Check out the resources in the show notes and join the email list to stay on top of all the latest and greatest happenings at Becoming Natural as we roll out exciting new things while we grow. Until next time, take those baby steps to a more natural life and always give yourself grace. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. See you next week.